5 things I've learned cooking pork butts for 2 years. Number 1, I like a little offset smoke on my pork. A hybrid direct heat offset flavor, so I start with a live fire off to the side in the hot box and set the intakes and stacks so that the smoke will pull across the pork. To do that, I open the intake in front of the fire and close the stack behind it. Then I close the intake in front of the pork and open the stack behind it. I get the pork on the no fire side. See? Fire, no fire. I feed the fire oak logs every now and again to keep a mild flame and throw off some smoke. Number 2, I really like the classic direct heat flavor where the fat and liquids evaporate onto the coals and flavor the meat. So about 3 hours in, I break down my fire and move the coals directly under the pork. Number 3, pork butts can take some heat, so I run a 275, 300 degree fire the whole time. I'm not worried about crispy edges because the foil wrap at the end softens them up. I flip both butts fat cap down to render some of the fat onto the coals. I noticed the scored cap rendered a lot more, but it also stuck to the grates when I pulled it off. That brings me to my next point, number 4. I like to wrap in foil to finish. By now, the direct heat has turned some of the edges a little leathery and the pork has taken on enough smoke, so I wrap in foil to soften the edges, retain some moisture, and speed the cook up. And that's point number 5. Since we're not taking on any more smoke, I don't feel bad finishing these in the oven. I pulled the butts at 180 degrees internal and left them in a 170 degree convection oven overnight. Eat barbecue. Live forever.